Now, you guys familiar with the energy or how that works? And okay, we're going to talk about a little bit about how our bodies actually create energy, have an energy field. And this energy field is something that we can tap into, okay, at any time. And this energy field actually comes from your heart. So your heart, each one of your hearts has an electromagnetic field, and this field creates this energy around you. And later today you're going to learn about that aura field from Barb, and she's going to teach you about those colors. But what we're going to learn about is how you can use that energy, you can use that field around you to move things, to get things to move. Do you have that tinfoil with you?
I see something else now.
Okay, well, we can get you another one. So what that energy field can do is it can produce energy that you can tap into and that you can use. Okay, you can use this for your daily life, and a lot of what this energy does, it allows you to create balance and harmony within yourself. But another side effect of that balance and harmony is actually what they call telekinesis, or being able to move things with your mind. And rather than moving things with your mind, I like to say it actually comes from your heart, because when you project energy from your heart space, did you notice the lights flicker? Did anyone catch that flicker?
Okay, wait.
Okay, who was aware enough to see that? You saw that? You saw that?
I didn't do
Okay.
that.
Okay, so that little flicker of energy was related to what I said in the energy field, okay? And that's how tangible this can get. The reality is basically waiting for us to do something, to act, to have intention, to move forward, right? And it's giving us everything that we need to do what we want. We just have to put the things in place. And so we all have these energy fields. And so when we tap into our hearts, we can learn to project this energy, right? And everything around us is actually connected to us. So do you guys know about how, like, we're all made of the same stuff, right? So like this table, me, the balloons, we're all made of molecules, right? And you know what a molecule is? Just a little particle. Get down to the microscope and you look really close, you're gonna see these moving parts, and they're all actually oscillating. Now what oscillating means is it's moving, kind of in a rotation. It's not really any certain rotation, but it's moving.
I think someone said something about moving in both, like spinning in both directions.
Right, oscillations. So, and this oscillation is movement, right? And we're all made of the same stuff, so that means that we can connect to anything and everything around us. So
It's one
every,
big body.
huh?
It's like moving your arms is one big body.
Right. So everything in our environment is actually connected to us. And as we learn to connect to ourselves, and as we learn to tap into our hearts, right, and live life through open-hearted and not being in fear, then that opens up this level of energy that's our unique selves, right? It's like the real you. Because a lot of times in life we are going about and we're feeling so separate from everyone, not realizing that we are all connected to our friends and our family and strangers and animals and trees and people and even inanimate objects like this candle or this table.
Oh, I like the table.
Right, but anything, this is just made of plastic and, right, but it actually has consciousness to it. It actually is a thinking thing. It actually has some level of sentience to it. Now, sentience means intelligence or awareness. Do you know what the word awareness means? To be really aware of something, to really have like a hyper sense of awareness. And that's some of the first steps. Now, tomorrow we're going to learn about aerokinesis, which is about connecting.
My mom did that.
Yeah, which is about connecting to wind, to nature, and to trees, and learning all about that. But this is very similar, but it all happens, you know, when we go outside, we connect to that other energy. This is more of our energy connecting to an object, okay? Now we're gonna learn a few breathing techniques, and we're gonna learn a meditation that you guys can do at home. And this meditation will help you activate your heart. This will help you stay in that place of awareness and heart space, okay? Go ahead.
Can you pick up something with your heart?
Yeah, so that's what we're going to learn about. We're going to learn about being able to project that energy and move an object, and that's what that tinfoil is. Now we'll get into a little later on what we're gonna do with the tinfoil and how we're gonna connect to it. But first, we're gonna learn this meditation, which is a tone. And this certain tones, we learn to breathe through certain parts of our bodies. Now, you might have learned about something called a chakra, right? Have you ever heard of that?
My mom does with that all the time.
Okay, so you have a heart chakra or a heart place, and you can feel it. Now your hands, these are a good way to feel. You have energy that comes out of your hands, so learning about your hands is the first step. So the first thing I want you guys to do is to take your hands, and I want you to put your hands a few inches apart. And I just want you to feel what it feels like in between your hands. Some of you feel heat. Some of you might feel like a tingling. Okay, you got a tingling. Some of you have tingling? Okay. Now, what I want you to feel is slowly move your hands. Just keep them close together, but slowly move them. And you'll start to feel what I call a flux. So it's like a magnetic pull. Do you kind of feel that? So you can see that a little.
If I close my eyes.
Yeah. And you can definitely learn to see the energy and to see that pull. But what we're focused on is the feeling. Because with moving energy or connecting with energy, it's all about what it feels like and feeling that energy. So you feel that energy, that's what you want to really focus on, is putting intention in there. Now what I want you guys to do is look in between your hands, and I want you to visualize. You can either do it with your eyes open or your eyes closed, based upon the feeling, the energy that's in between your hands. Like a ball of energy. Do you see a purple ball? Do you see a gold ball? Do you see a blue ball? What do you feel when you feel that energy in between your hands? What comes up for you? What do you feel? Go ahead.
I see a green ball.
You see
But I
it?
don't know how to feel.
Okay, just put your hands together. Yep, and then you just, yep, and then just slowly start to move them back and forth and just feel that heat. Now, if you don't feel it right away, the magnetic flux is something that comes down the line, okay? But the first is heat, the second is tingles, and then it's flux. So visualize, you have the tingles, but you see the color green, that's good. How about you? Blue, how about you? Yours was gold. Did you see a color? What was yours? Light blue. What about you over there? Did you see a color? No? Okay. So you can visualize and connect with that color. And that is going to be the color that you're going to use to tap in when we get connected on the tables with the jars. So that's the first exercise that you can do, is to be at home when you're in your space or you're playing with your crystals or doing things, is to feel that energy and to practice. Now what you can get is it can get stronger and stronger and stronger, and you feel that energy get more tangible. Yes?
Can I do this?
Yeah.
With my hand, and I do this, I can feel a ball in my hand.
Yeah. And that's another practice. We're just going to talk about that, is that if you're having trouble, you rub your hands together and create the heat. So if you're not feeling much of anything or questioning whether you're feeling something, this will help you feel that energy a little bit more and feel that flux. You'll feel the heat. And then you can start to expand it. And what the goal is to be able to move your hands farther apart and feel that same energy. And you can feel it, and you can keep continuing to expand that energy field to where you can feel the energy between your hands. Now that you've done that, the second exercise is taking the hands and moving them to your heart. So now what you want to do is begin to activate the system here, the heart system. So what I like to do is we connect the mind and the heart. So when we connect the mind and the heart, and then we project from the heart, that's how we really can start to affect the reality when it comes to moving things, okay? So all I want you guys to do now that you felt that in your hands is to put your left hand on your forehead and your right hand on your heart. And I want you to take a deep breath in. Let it out. Deep breath in. Let it out. Just put your hand flat right onto your forehead. So you can feel what the fingertips, what that feels like in those areas. And as you begin to breathe, continue to breathe. Breathing is very important. It's one of the most important things in moving energy or connecting with yourself. When you're looking to activate your heart or activate your energy field or your energy signature, you want to really connect with the breath. So we're breathing, deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. And start to be able to really feel, keep on breathing and feel what your hands feel like. Can you feel that same kind of flux in your heart space? Can you feel that flux up here in your third eye space? Right? Because what we're doing is we're connecting these two. So we're activating them. And you can do this at home. This is an exercise you should do every day, is activating your centers or activating your energy field. Okay? You do this maybe 10 breaths, okay? Not too much, not too long. Just breathe 10 repetitions and begin to activate that.
And you'll eventually be able to put the clothes on telekinesis.
You know, but see, that would be definitely fun. And then the next step is I want you to run your hands over your entire body. So you can sit in a chair or sit where you're at and you can just run your hands slowly over your body. And what this does is this helps activate this field. There's a tight field around your body, then there's an expansive field. This will help activate all these little nerve endings and connect them into your energy field. Because what you're learning to do is you're learning to feel energy, to feel your energy expand, and feel the energy that's around you.
Like expanding your body.
Expanding your awareness, because what you're doing is you're learning how to expand your field. So you have this field and it can be really tight. And the more you connect with your heart and connect with yourself and find your true uniqueness and connect with that balanced side of yourself, then you can be able to really expand your field, and that will help you connect to things around you. Go ahead.
Are you making those lights flicker?
Am I making those lights flicker? No, my intention isn't on making the lights flicker, but there is always a possibility of odd things happening around you. As you begin to expand your field will then connect to the lights, to things around you. If you noticed in the beginning,
The candles.
when I talked, yeah, the candles are
That's
flickering.
what I was saying.
Yep. Did you notice those lights flickered?
Those ones?
When I said, yep, you missed it, but everyone else kind of saw those lights flicker. That's that similar thing, that you will begin to affect the reality around you, and based upon your emotions. So as you expand your field, you have to really work on balancing yourself and learning to take ownership of your energy and your emotional reactions and how you react to people, because you will begin to affect the field in a stronger way. So this is something to be mindful of. But yes, you can definitely affect lights. Go ahead.
I saw them out of the corner of my eye right here, and I'm like, that might have something.
Usually, I always tell my clients that usually it's always you. I mean, if you have the awareness and you see the flickered light, it is definitely you that it's affecting it. And it happens more than not. And even people end up burning out lights. Their cell phones drain or charge off. Things can definitely start getting paranormal, right? And that's when the time you want to really learn to focus and hone your energy. Because what it's showing you is your energy field is actually expanding, but you have no awareness of it, or what we say cooperation, or control over your own energy. Because this is really about your own energy and how to learn to become in balance with your energy, so that you can, with intention, affect what you want to affect, and not get caught up that it might be you or might not. You can actually be focused on what you're doing, and then that doesn't waste your energy. Then your energy is actually going towards something that helps you in your life. Because really what this is all about, moving things with your mind, or connecting with elemental energy, or playing with storms, or connecting with the earth, and all of these things, or heightening your psychic ability, those are all basically side effects of becoming more whole and balanced. And as you become more balanced of a person and learn to see your emotions as signals and not to react and not to get upset and learn to be more balanced and more unmovable and more calm. I like to say that calm is a superpower. Learning to be calm and learning to be unmovable, that then creates side effects that then heighten your abilities. And learning to become more whole, more balanced is really what we're doing, is we're learning to be more of who we are and really adapting that. Go ahead.
Calm is a superpower because when my parents are mad at each other, then I just stay really, really calm and cool, and then they calm down. But if I get really uncalm, then it just goes on for hours until they get really, really, really mad at each other, and it gets dangerous.
Yeah, and that's what you can do. You can really, because that's what I was talking about the emotions. See, you have to be mindful of your emotions, especially once you start heading down this journey of self-mastery, of being an energy practitioner, of working with energy, because your emotional state in your anger or your happiness, because those are two poles of the same thing, positive and negative, and we're bringing it into the balance. Either one of these is going to cause reactions in your field, which can affect the reality and it can affect people. And just like your parents, you can learn, even if you don't think, if there's something going on in your house and you don't think you can affect it and it's out of your control, you can become more calm, you can go meditate, you can have intention on their conflict becoming a resolution, right? And then you see that, and so you can learn that the reality is actually a feedback mechanism and it's teaching you something always. And that's the real lesson, is that you can always learn. I say that nature is one of our greatest teachers, but the whole reality is really teaching us something. We're in this universal school, and we're here to work and develop our energy and learn how to hone our energy so that we can get more responsibility, okay, and get further along on our journey. So be mindful of your energy, and you can definitely, create balance around you, because that's the key, is creating harmony and balance around you always so that you're in the harmonic state of being. Okay, now I'm going to teach you a tone that we're going to do. Okay, you guys ready? So this is something, we got the hand exercises, right? Got the two hands together. Something to do every day. Remember to put your hands over your body. Remember, we're going to do that every day. Activate your heart and your mind. And now the third thing that we can do to add to those two exercises is adding a tone. And the reason why toning or using your voice is important is because that harmonizes you with the reality. And it also, remember the molecules we were talking about? Those molecules, when you use tones or vibrations, you begin to vibrate those molecules at a higher rate of oscillation. And this is something that's scientific. You can actually resonate or vibrate those molecules faster. So it's important to learn your voice. So the first one we're going to show you, you saw the lights flash? The first one we're going to show you is that when you're in this position is the basic Om. You've ever heard people oming?
Yeah.
Om. It's a basic Buddha meditation, basically Om. Very simple. Nice, singing bowls, that's a good one. Yep. That's harmonization, that's a good thing as well. So what we do is start out with the Om. So everyone take a deep breath in with me, in through the nose. Another deep breath in. One more time. Now, did anyone feel anything different who had their hands up? Do you feel anything? Any tingles in your hands that were different?
It was sharper.
It was sharper, yeah. And so what you'll feel is, as you begin to do this, you'll feel more of an energy activation in your hands. And that's a good reason to tone. Now, the next step is to incorporate buzzing, which is going to buzz those molecules. So, bzzz. Everybody try that. Bzzz. like a buzzing bee. And what I like to do with that one is that one really activates and buzzes things, the molecules. So when you have your hands here and here, and you're activating heart and mind, you have inside your mind a pineal gland, which is a very tiny gland. It's about the size of a rice. It's in the center of your mind. It looks like a pine cone. And it releases these two chemicals, melatonin and DMT. Now, DMT is a molecule basically that activates the spiritual side of us. It helps us connect to ourselves deeper, right? And so what that buzzing does, when you use your intention to say, okay, I'm going to focus here and here, it helps activate that. And so if you're looking to connect with energy or move things with your mind, it's important that you activate your pineal gland. So just like we did the oming, another one, the buzz. So deep breath in. Deep breath in. Good, good. So that's another one that you guys can do. And I don't want to give you too much, but those are the basic ones that you want to focus on. Is activating your hands, feeling your energy on your body, beginning to feel your energy, feeling the colors between your hands, activating heart and mind, the om, and buzzing. Okay? Now let's get out the tinfoil.
I love one.
Let me get you one. It's important that you hang on the tinfoil because what we're going to do now is we're going to learn how to connect
And pick
to the tinfoil because we have to have, you have to have a connection.